Hello everyone, today is a vlog of my experience at the Video Music Awards, the MTV Video Music Awards.
Hi, I'm Kory DeSoto. You don't know me. I'm Colleen Ballinger's best friend and Miranda Singh's assistant. Anyways, here's my vlog.
I probably have watched this every year since I was a fetus, bursting through the loins of my mother. There has been so many iconic performances at the VMAs, like Britney Spears and her snake, and Britney Spears kissing Madonna, and Britney Spears wearing that sparkly thing that just covered the nips and the V. Pretty much it just, Britney Spears slayed everything back in the day at the VMAs, so I was super excited to go there and not see her. I went to the VMAs because Colleen was Miranda interviewing celebrities on the red carpet for the Ellen show. And I was there as Colleen's assistant per usual, or Miranda's assistant. Before the event, Colleen wanted to wear her most sparkliest Miranda outfit, and of course some of the gems were missing, so literally a half an hour before we left, I was at the kitchen table gluing and bedazzling the sweater to perfection. She got dressed, I got dressed. This is what I wear. It's the fashion original from Ross, Dress for Less. You know, like those bargain discount stores like Marshall's, TJ Maxx, Ross, that's where I got my outfit to go to the VMAs. I'm a hot mess, girl. Don't give me shame. We rushed to the VMAs and we head to the red carpet and meet with Ellen's people, and Colleen got ready to interview celebs. When you interview people on the red carpet, they're literally like right there next to your face. You're so close you can just insert your tongue and French kiss them. I got really excited when we saw SHAWN Mendes. He was so attractive and so cute. He was super tall and looked so handsome. He just had so much confidence. Like, he knew everybody in the room was obsessed with him, and it's true, because I was SHAWN Mendes. Oh my god, he was, yes, please, oh my god, yes. And then he performed the VMAs, which was even better, and he sang live, and I was so appreciative of that because his voice was golden. I mean, I don't know how you can be good looking and talented. Like, the VMAs should give him an award just for that. Thank you. Oh my god. There were also a lot of boy bands there. I don't know who they were. I'm so sorry. I don't know who they were, but it looked like my hair should have been in their boy band. Also, Little Mama was on the red carpet and she had a cage with a live bird. A live bird. She said it was like an African finch. I'm like, girl, and then she gave me this hogwash story that she said she walked onto the red carpet and she wanted to release it there and let it be free, but it just hopped back and just wanted to stay with her. Little Mama, if you want to free the lives of encaptured birds, why would you bring it to a red carpet with tons of cameras and flashing and concrete and skyscrapers and buildings? Why don't you take it to a jungle or like a forest and let it live its life in the luxury of the open range? Yes, of course it ran back to you because it was trying to survive, Little Mama. So all that after it was done, Colleen had to change. She was in Miranda, so she literally went behind the curtain where we are interviewing and put on a dress, did her makeup. I was holding a flashlight phone to see her face, and she got all done up. I would say she did it in 5 minutes. And then walked out of the curtain as Colleen, and then strutted down to go to the VMAs, the actual show. So we rolled up to the show. We had these wristbands which gave us free food, so we loaded up on wieners and Coke.
You gotta get that food, girl.
More important than the VMAs.
Yes, always.
Oh my god.
Just the longest nobody line.
There were so many great performances, one of them of which was Fifth Harmony. It started the show and there was 5 girls and we're like, is that Fifth Harmony? It cannot be, because there's only 4 girls in the Fifth Harmony, which would make no sense in a perfect world, but it does in this world. And then they begin to perform and the fifth member flings off the stage, and it's just the four of those divas living their lives. It was a really good performance. There was rain, everybody was wet and dripping, I was living, the gays were screaming. It was a good show. Miley Cyrus was there. Oh my god, Miley Cyrus is recreating and living her life in dreams. She brought all of her elderly dancers that were in her Living Young music video, and they danced, and it was so beautiful and touching. Oh, Miley. Katy Perry was there, but I was just like, they also gave us these wristbands that changed colors when the concerts played, and it was huge, and we were just rocking out. Colleen didn't have one, but she got one later. Lorde performed. It was her song, her voice on a track, and she just danced with a bunch of dancers, and she didn't even sing, like, or lip sync. She was just, nobody liked it. She wore like a foil Chipotle burrito dress, and that was like the highlight of the thing. When the show ended, we hopped into our car, we went home, and I got dressed in my Games of Thrones garb. I was being Queen Cersei, living my life, and I was being Daenerys in my dragon on my shoulder, and I was ready. We were sit down to watch the show, and Colleen's like, I don't have my vlogging camera. So we search the whole house, we look around, and then she says, I left it in the car underneath the armrest. I put it underneath the armrest so I know, in my head, don't forget this. So I hid my camera underneath the armrest so that no one will see it. In her head, that made sense, but in her head. So I'm like, okay, I call the driver, he says, I don't see it. I was like, girl, you gotta look under the armrest. She put it under the armrest. So he lifts it up, he finds it. It's like an hour away. I had to drive like all the way to the airport in the middle of the night. Driving, got her camera, and drove all the way back, and they waited for me to watch Games of Thrones, which is really sweet. And so then we all, as a happy family, watched Games of Thrones. This weekend was an all-around great weekend. Before the VMAs, I cleaned out my closets and took all these huge bags of clothes and donated them to the Goodwill. I used to have this extreme anxiety about doing this. I don't know why, it's just that like, I didn't really understand the process of donating clothes and all that jazz. But like, interacting with someone in an unknown situation, like you just want to puke. If you're concerned about interacting with someone and thinking that the process of donating your clothes is hard, it's really not. And I love plants. I just love plants. So something for me this weekend that I wanted to do and to make me happy was to plant things. So I went to Osh, and there were so many beautiful plants. I got a plumeria tree bush plant. And people think it's from Hawaii, but I read up and it's not really from Hawaii. They just make all the Hawaiian leis from it. It's not indigenous, but we can just pretend it is. So it's a Hawaiian plant that blooms those really pretty plumeria flowers that you make leis with. So I was excited for that. And I also got a bird of paradise. And I also had a little plant that I needed to repot. And so I got a whole bunch of soil, and it had manure in it, and it smells. And so Colleen's mad because the whole backyard smells like poop. So I'm really happy with my plants. It's a great thing to do because every morning now I get to like drink coffee and calm down and then water my plants. You guys think I'm insane. All right, bye.
There we go.